quick little fantasy update for you guys. We are 2-3 on the season, and we had to make some changes. We won 2 games in a row. Let's not forget about that. And also, I told you I'll be recording the fantasy updates off the new camera I got. So yeah, this is what that looks like and what that sounds like. I'm currently in a big ass room, so if you hear echo, we'll see how it plays with that. But we made some changes to our roster. So we've added Joshua Cardi from the LA Rams. He's a kicker. Then we added the Colts defense. We dropped the Cardinals defense. You know, we just stream defenses here. So we dropped Will Lutz. He was our Broncos kicker. Then we added Sam Darnold and dropped Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart's got a tough schedule coming up, so I don't really want to have to make a weird decision with him, so we're just better off. He was our streamer quarterback since Jordan Love was on bye. And then we added Rico Dowdle, and we dropped one of the Denver wide receivers, Marvin Mims Jr. Just business decisions at this point. We had too many receivers, too many from the same team, too many people on the Denver Broncos. So we got rid of them, and we picked up these new people. So I will reach out to the people I need to reach out to. We have a tough matchup this week. This person is undefeated, 5-0. Auto draft, and they have Christian McCaffrey. So we're going to have to see how we're going to game plan around that. But quick little update. I'll see you guys later once we make those final decisions. All right, fantasy football time. Let's say, and we're not here with the mic again. We're going to see how it is without the mic. But we had to call in an audible. We had to get a second opinion from a boy. So we reached out to my boy Drew, and I sent him the projections. Let's see, maybe it'll show you on this camera. Basically, we're projected 148.3 to 146.2. Like I said earlier, this is the toughest matchup of our season yet. This team is 5-0. This team auto-drafted, which is crazier. But we had to make some adjustments in our lineup. So we're either, for me, we're bringing back Jordan Love, right? And Josh Jacobs. They're poised to have good games. I hope that car isn't too loud, because then we might need the microphones, but we'll see. Hold on, let's see. We can make this zoom. This tripod is kind of nice. Flexing Jahmyr Gibbs. He's got a Sunday night matchup, which I feel like I need to have somebody at my flex that is playing a later game. That makes me feel comfortable. But we're gonna, like I said earlier, we're gonna get Christian McCaffrey and Puka Nacua, the bane of fantasy football existence. I don't know how this person got both of them. Shout out to ESPN's bullshit auto draft feature, but that's our matchup this week. Listen, my team is poised. We're here. We're on a 2-win streak. The girls have helped us. You know, shout out to them. We've made these decisions and have gotten these results because of them. You know, it's been 3 weeks. Technically, we're 2-1 with the help of the girls, but nonetheless, we're appreciative of all the work that they have done. But this week, this is a prime time matchup. This is like David versus Goliath, and I'm David in this situation, okay? Not the David that killed that one little girl, but we'll talk about that later. Me and Fabian will link up because we have a lot to discuss about that situation. I don't know how he's not under the jail right now, but Brody deserves to be under the entire jail for that. Okay, let's see. Who are we expecting to have great games this week? So I'm putting in into the atmosphere, and DK Metcalf plays Cleveland, right? So I need Aaron Rodgers and DK to sync up for at least a touchdown and a few catches. Jake Ferguson, Dak, buddy boy, you're playing Carolina, so lock the fuck in Dak, because I need that. I need him to have 2 touchdowns like last week. Deebo Samuel, we're relying on you again, buddy. You've done us right for 2 weeks in a row. Shout out to Lena. She made that decision. She was like, you know what? Put Ferguson in. Even though she didn't know who he was, I explained it in Girl Talk. I was like, yo, Jesse, Bonnie, and who else? And Maddie or some shit like that. I was like, yo, out of these 3, you know, Jesse's been, she's been giving me a little bit more play. Bonnie's been cold. You know, Bonnie, you know, me and her, we had a good start at the beginning, and now she's kind of fading out. And then, you know, Maddie, you never know. She could be poised, but I think I want to give Jessie a chance. I want to give Bonnie the benefit of the doubt, but she was like, nah, fuck Bonnie, fuck that bitch. Go with Jessie, and then see what Maddie's like. So far, Jesse, aka Jake Ferguson. You've been doing me right thus far. And we're gonna start the Colts defense again. We had them before in the past, and then we dropped them because I picked up Arizona's defense last week. And now I dropped Arizona, and we're doing the Colts. So I need the Colts to shit on Arizona this week. I hope maybe if I'm lucky, a 10-point game. I'm fully expecting them to hit the projection of like 7. So if I'm lucky, 10. Hopefully, Jordan Love again. We need an MVP performance out of you this week. You're playing Cincinnati, which isn't a bad matchup, and Joe Flacco is on the other side of that. So, Micah Parsons, please disrupt the offense. Make the game either check downs from Jordan Love or have a Josh Jacobs score a ton of points for me, please. My biggest worry is literally Caleb Williams. I'm not too worried about him. Christian McCaffrey, I'm worried about. And then Javonte Williams, not too worried about him. Hopefully Dak and Jake take over the game. Puka Nakua, super worried about him, man. He's playing Baltimore. Baltimore's poised to get shat on by the Rams, so that's why I picked up the kicker. Again, we're streaming kickers all season long. Drake London, Atlanta, not sure, but they play Buffalo. So hopefully Buffalo bounce back this week. Lock that guy down, please. Jacoby Meyer, Las Vegas, he's playing Tennessee. He might have a big fucking day, I won't lie to you. Then we got Seattle's tight end. I don't know who the fuck that is, but we got Sam Darnold on our bench. So hopefully, Sam, don't throw at that guy. And then, fucking whoever the Stevenson guy is from New England. Hopefully you have a shit game. And then the Raiders defense. Hopefully they get shat on. Who did the Raiders play? They're playing Tennessee Titans. Fuck. That's a good matchup because Tennessee's ass. And then the kickers matchup doesn't really matter. I had to call him my boy Drew. So, shout out to Jalen for putting Drew in my life, because he's a fantasy guy. He plays for money. This is only $20. $20 league for me. I did that thing again. I don't know what's up with me and Sony cameras where I fucking put the shit in slow motion all the time. So that was the last little bit I just did. I put in slow motion. Basically, I was talking about my water bottle from Water H. I basically drank my goal amount of water I needed to hit for the day. And I showed you the fireworks, which I'll have the footage. So I'll put it up here in slow motion because it was in good frame. But basically, it's got like a little touch screen that you can use. Hold on. Zoom in. Come on. I hope that focuses soon. Anyway, it focused earlier, and I'm using the tripod that I told you about in the last video. But yeah, I'm using it to drink my water. I've gamified it. I like it. I don't have a link or anything for you guys because I don't want you guys to think that the fantasy video is brought to you by this water bottle, because it's not. But if you wanted to, we can make that happen. But it's not. So if you're interested in a water bottle like that, if you want to track how much water you drink a day and how many... It's cool because on the app, it shows you how much ounces of water you take, like in a sip. And it's been telling me that I need to take bigger sips. So on average, I guess, I take about like a 1 ounce sip of water. But it wants me to do more than that. So I don't know how much more. I've noticed that big sips is like 4 ounces of water. So I guess that's fun to me, I guess. Interesting to you, potentially. But I wanted to end the fantasy video in the car still, by the way. With that, it's a cool, nifty water bottle. Might be on sale because of Prime Day. I don't know. By the time you post this, Prime Day will be over. So I don't even know why I mentioned that to you guys. The first couple of weeks we were warming up, right? The team was getting to know each other. People were, vibing to see, quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers. Were they compatible with each other? So hopefully this week's a better week for us. Hopefully we get to prove what I know in our hearts, guys and girls. I know in our hearts that we can be the best. Imagine if we win the $20 back. It's not a lot. But it's about pride, it's about ego, it's about victory and death at this point. So I'll see you guys on the next fantasy update. I'll let you know how we did. And if we did bad, I'm going to crash out. I'm not going to lie. Because this game has the potential to make me crash fully the fuck out. Also, to actually fully end the video, first impressions, I like the size, I like the weight of this camera, but the battery fucking sucks. I have at most 7 clips of the fantasy football YouTube video I just shot. And the battery's about to die. So maybe I'll charge it more later. Like, I'll charge it. I don't know. I don't have an actual battery charger. I just plug the cable into the camera. Maybe that's not how it's supposed to go. But I did see that the camera batteries are smaller, so people recommend buying a few. So you know, I was aware of that, obviously. But, yeah, battery life over a day and not that much footage sucks pretty much. But again, I'm getting that camera back. You know, I got getting the Wolfpack duffel, so that will solve itself. I just gotta buy more battery. I would say PSA. Everybody's right. The battery life fucking sucks.